had intended to be here but unfortunately could not be. She is going to be the person that has graciously offered and agreed to introduce this bill in the House of Representatives, and I'd like to thank Representative Shindell, even though she's not here. Now, with that in mind, we're proposing today the creation of the Ohio Public Corruption Commission, a body that will authorize investigations into alleged violations of federal corruption, public corruption, violations. With more than 21 years experience as a prosecutor at the local, state, and federal level of government, I know that local law enforcement agencies don't always have the resources that are necessary to investigate complex public corruption cases. In addition to the lack of resources, local prosecutors often have potential conflicts of interest because they represent and work closely with county officials. In these situations, county prosecutors have two options. One, they can go to the United States Attorney in the respective district where they reside and ask that the case be investigated by the by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Unfortunately, there's many times limited jurisdiction there because, as with many of the types of cases that are handled by the federal government, they are limited by certain threshold limits. And so there's really limited jurisdiction. So depending upon the extent of the allegations, the federal government may or may not step in. In the event that the United States Attorney's Office does not step in, the county prosecutor who finds himself conflicted out has one other option, and that is to seek the appointment of a special prosecutor from the judge. As the former United States Attorney for the Southern District of Ohio here in Columbus, I can tell you without question that federal corruption cases can often take years to move and often involve additional review at the Department of Justice, specifically through the integrity section, the public integrity section in the Department of Justice. The Ohio Public Corruption Commission, at the request of local law enforcement and select state officials, will give local law enforcement one more avenue, an additional avenue to pursue important cases of public corruption while still focusing their precious resources on prosecuting violent crime. And as we've seen over the past several years, neither political party has a monopoly over incompetence and corruption. So this 10-member commission will be bipartisan, not only in makeup, but also in operation. The governor and the attorney general will each appoint 4 county prosecutors, 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans. The remaining 2 members of the commission will be representatives of the United States Attorney's Office, one from the Northern District of Ohio and the other from the Southern District of Ohio. And all appointees will be subject to confirmation by the Ohio Senate. To further ensure political fairness, and that's absolutely essential in any kind of criminal prosecution and investigation, but particularly in public corruption cases, the Commission's chairmanship will alternate between political parties each year. The Attorney General will not, and I emphasize this point very, very strongly, the Attorney General will not sit on the Commission, but the staff will be housed within the Attorney General's office. This new commission will be responsible for vetting complaints of public corruption and determining which cases merit full prosecution. Investigations and any subsequent prosecutions will be overseen by 2 assistant county prosecutors that are serving on assignment from local county prosecutors' offices throughout the state of Ohio. These assistant prosecutors will be called Public Integrity Counsel. The enhanced title, we hope, will act as an incentive for the hundreds of assistant county prosecutors in our 88 counties to compete to earn these coveted and important positions. Now, when empowered by the Commission, these Public Integrity Counsel will have jurisdiction to investigate alleged felonies that involve a public official violating his or her sworn duty to uphold the Constitution of the state of Ohio and perform the duties of his office or her office. Again, to ensure that no single party controls commission operations, one Public Integrity Counsel will come from the office of the Republican County Prosecutor, and one will come from the office of a Democratic County Prosecutor. Let me also be very clear on another point.